Good morning. I'm Tyler Dumont. I'm the Strategic Communications Administrator and Public Information Officer at the New Hampshire Department of Safety. Welcome to Hampton Beach on a Friday morning. We're glad to have you here. As the weather warms and outdoor activities increase, it's crucial that we all take necessary steps to ensure a safe and enjoyable summer for all. From water safety to heat preparedness, road awareness, and emergency planning, we are here today to highlight key measures to protect Granite Staters, their families, and their communities. This morning, we're joined by some of our partners who will share valuable insights to help everyone navigate the summer season safely. You'll hear from a number of speakers this morning. We'll then take any questions that you may have. It is my honor to welcome our first speaker this morning, New Hampshire Governor Kelly Ayotte.
Well, thank you so much, Tyler. Here we are at Hampton Beach. What a great destination. Such a phenomenal area, the seacoast, the beach. I have so many fond memories here from myself as a child, whether it's playing the skee ball in the arcades or hitting the sand, getting into the water. So it's open, it's great, it's beautiful. Please bring your family down to Hampton. But also we're just asking you, please do it safely. And behind me is a great team of people that are working together, both at the state and local level, to have the state police, the director of Homeland Security, the director of emergency management, the fish and game, to have our local leaders who are here. We have the chief of Hampton, Alex Reno. We have all the agencies who are here. And most of all, we've got a great lifeguard team, right? Led certainly by Patrick Murphy, and he's been here a long time, but his team, they train every day. So when you come to the beach, please enjoy yourself. Be safe, listen to the lifeguards, listen to the public safety officers that are here, whatever they recommend to you, and just don't be reckless. Just have fun, be responsible, and enjoy the great part of New Hampshire. We'd love to have you come down. So thank you.
Thank you, Governor Ayotte. Next, we'd like to welcome Executive Councilor Janet Stevens.
Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. New Hampshire is facing a growing public safety crisis on our roadways. As of this time in 2025, highway fatalities are already up 6% higher than they were at the same time last year, with particularly troubling statistics showing drivers under the age of 21 and those over 70 are spiking. 5 of the 11 most dangerous roadways are in my district, and we know that within a 2-year span, there were 7,300 accidents within these 5 roadways. I want to thank our dedicated law enforcement professionals at the state, county, and local levels, along with the Office of Highway Safety, for increasing patrols along key corridors like 101 and I-95. We are making progress on these roadways, but we need everyone to comply and follow the law. I'm especially grateful for the heroic actions taken by Hampton Police Chief Reno, Hampton officers, and other local law enforcement who just a week ago, last Thursday, ran into harm's way when shots were fired at the beach on perhaps our busiest day of the season. Their bravery and swift response prevented a dangerous situation from escalating to becoming far worse. So thank you, Chief. As we approach the busy summer, law enforcement agencies across the state will be ramping up efforts to enforce traffic laws and protect the public, but they can't do it alone. We're counting on you to follow the law. More than 90% of vehicle accidents can be prevented. Every crash affects families, communities, and first responders. Behind every statistic is a loved one who didn't make it home. So let this be a call to action for every New Hampshire driver. Let's work together, let's be safe, and let's have a great summer. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Councilor Stevens. Next, I'd like to welcome Hampton Police Chief Alex Reno.
Thank you very much. First, I'd like to thank Governor Ayotte and Commissioner Quinn for inviting me to be here again. It's a great partnership that we have with our state partners, and we couldn't do what we do here as far as public safety goes without that partnership, so we're very thankful for that. We're excited to see the return of visitors and beachgoers to our community. The men and women of the Hampton Police Department remain committed to providing professional, quality, and responsive public safety services and will continue to work closely with our state, county, and local partners to ensure a safe summer season. We hope that all who live in, work in, and visit our community enjoy their time here, but we also ask that everybody do that in a safe and lawful manner. We've begun to increase our patrol presence and have continued to collaborate with New Hampshire State Police, New Hampshire State Parks, Hampton Beach Lifeguard staff, Hampton Fire and Rescue, and Hampton Public Works to prepare for the increase of people and vehicles. Last year, we averaged just shy of 1,000 more motor vehicle stops than we did the year before. You can expect to see more of our officers out there on the street continuing to enforce safety rules on our roadways. We're working with the New Hampshire Office of Highway Safety and their partners to conduct saturation patrols on our roads and to keep motorists and pedestrians safe. This summer, you'll see more foot patrols in the main beach area, along with an increased police presence along the North Beach area of Ocean Boulevard. Officers will conduct enhanced patrols by way of vehicle, foot, horseback, motorcycle, bicycle, and ATVs. As always, we expect large crowds and a surge in motor vehicle traffic. It's important to know that we have a no-tolerance policy for disorderly behavior, open containers of alcoholic beverages in public, reckless driving, driving while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Additionally, possession and use of personal fireworks are prohibited in the town of Hampton and on Hampton Beach. Our community is home to a number of great restaurants, shops, entertainment venues, recreational outlets, and great events such as the sand sculpture competition, which we have going on today, our 4th of July celebrations, and the Seafood Festival. We'll continue to work hard to maintain peace, order, and a safe environment so that everyone can enjoy all that we have to offer. Please come and enjoy yourself, but do so safely, lawfully, and respectfully. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Reno. Next is New Hampshire's Public Safety Commissioner, Robert Quinn.
Thank you, Tyler, and I want to thank everyone who's come here today. As you can see, there is a large team behind me, and it takes a big team to keep our state safe. I want to start by thanking Governor Ayotte for her unwavering support of all our first responders. I want to thank Councilor Stevens for being here today and really understanding the contracts that put the technology and the equipment and the resources together that this law enforcement team needs. You know, I think when you look, you can see the uniforms, but behind the uniforms, we've got dispatchers, we've got technology, we've got cameras, we've got first responders on the EMS side. We need paramedics, we need firefighters, we need police officers. We need a giant team. But most importantly, what we need to keep New Hampshire safe, and when we're dealing with 50, 60, 70,000 people that are coming here, we need the public to help us. They can't do it alone. So oftentimes people say, I don't want to bother you, but if you do have information, if you see something, work with us, help us. As Chief Reno said, we need you to obey the rules, but be part of our team by helping us. And that will really help keep this beach what we want it to be. Everybody standing behind me is committed. People wait for an entire winter to come here. People come from around the world to Hampton Beach, and I will say that the team behind me stands ready and will be out in full force to keep this beach safe and enjoyable for everyone who wants to come and visit. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. The Commissioner mentioned road safety, and we'd like to now go over to Lieutenant Christopher Storm of the New Hampshire State Police, who will also speak on behalf of the New Hampshire Office of Highway Safety.
Good morning, everyone. As we officially kick off the summer in our beautiful state of New Hampshire, we know many of you are eager to hit the roads and enjoy what our state has to offer. With that excitement comes a crucial opportunity and responsibility to keep our roadways and our state safe. This summer, with the assistance of the Office of Highway Safety, the New Hampshire State Police, our state, county, and local law enforcement, we will be out there in full force. As part of our goal to reduce tragedies on our roadways, we've recently added a new tagline to our safety campaigns: Think and Drive 603. When we say that, here's what we mean. Prioritize safety behind the wheel, be courteous to others, and avoid dangerous driving behaviors. The reality is that these behaviors are causing serious injuries and deaths on our roadways here in New Hampshire. And the reality is, we want them to stop. And we have a message for each and every one of them. Speeding. With more cars on our roads, speeding has become more dangerous. Please obey the posted speed limits and adjust your speed for roadway conditions. It saves lives. Distracted driving. Put your phones away. Texting, using your phone while driving is not only dangerous, but it's also illegal. Keep your eyes on the road and be focused on what happens on our roadways. A moment of inattention can lead to a lifetime of regret. Move over. Our move over law protects emergency responders, road crews, and everybody that is stopped on the side of our roads. If you see flashing lights or anyone stopped on the side of the road, we ask that you slow down, move over, and give them space. It's a simple act that can save lives. Impairment. We ask that you never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Plan a safe way to get home, whether it's a designated driver, ride-share service, or public transportation. The consequences of impaired driving are devastating and completely avoidable. Lastly, wrong-way drivers. If you see a wrong-way driver, call 911 immediately. You could be, again, saving a life. We want everyone to have a fantastic and memorable summer here in New Hampshire, and let's do our part to share the roadways safely, responsibly, and respectfully. Thank you, and Think and Drive 603.
Thank you, Lieutenant. We're staying on the roadways now, and we're going to turn it over to Commissioner William Cass of the Department of Transportation.
Thank you, Tyler. Good morning, everyone. Construction season is here in New Hampshire, and that's what the summer brings. We have a lot of work going on all over the state, so I just wanted to emphasize that we work hard to keep traffic moving and not impact your drive through work zones and keeping people safe. But we want to ask the public for help and help keep our workers safe in the work zones as well, too. So when you approach a work zone, please slow down. Reduce speed saves lives, especially in a work zone where things are changing constantly. Stay focused, stay alert, follow and obey the rules of the traffic cones, of the flaggers, whatever, and pay extra attention. We ask people to plan ahead, whether that's on your trips to New Hampshire or through a work zone. We have resources like newengland511.org, which have work zones and up-to-date traffic conditions. We urge everyone to check that before they travel to New Hampshire and plan ahead. And I would reiterate Chris Storm's message about moving over. When you approach a work zone, when you approach yellow, red, or blue lights on the side of the highway, please move over, get to the open lane, give space. It's the law and it's the right thing to do. So we want everyone to get to New Hampshire, travel to New Hampshire, enjoy their vacations, enjoy the state, but we want everybody, including our workers in the work zones, to get home safe. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Cass. We know it is equally as important when you get to your destination to be safe there as well. And for that, we're going to now turn it over to Chief Lifeguard Patrick Murphy to talk a little bit about beach safety and water safety.
Good morning. Looking forward to the summer and the beautiful weather that's coming. All beaches will be covered with ocean lifeguards. We are fully staffed and ready to go. When you head to the beach, please check in with the lifeguards. The lifeguards are there to keep you safe. They can show you where rip current area is in, can teach you what a rip current is. We're also asking the public, no alcohol. It is not tolerated. It will be removed if it's seen on the beaches, along with digging holes. Digging holes is very dangerous if they collapse, but those are areas we're asking the public to help us with moving into the summer. We have a great team of people that keep everyone safe, from the lifeguards, police, fire, the entire seacoast. Our goal is safety. We ask all patrons, again, check in with the ocean lifeguards and enjoy their summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Lifeguard Murphy. We're staying on the waterways now, and we're going to turn it to Lieutenant Erwin Malalay of New Hampshire State Police Marine Patrol.
Thank you, Tyler. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for joining us today. Boating is one of New Hampshire's most beloved activities during the summer, and last year alone, more than 100,000 boats were registered in this state. And that does not even include kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, and sailboats. And when you factor in swimmers, tubers, and other recreational users, our waterways become extremely busy during this time of year. And we want everyone who enjoys our New Hampshire's beautiful lakes, rivers, and ocean to have fun and memorable memories. However, most importantly, stay safe while doing so. And with that in mind, we'd like to share some summer boating safety reminders for the summer. 1, always boat sober. Operating a boat under the influence of alcohol and drugs is not only illegal, it's extremely dangerous. Impairment on the water happens faster than on land. The sun, wind, motion, and noise can all intensify the effects of alcohol and drugs. So please always designate a sober driver. Wear a life jacket. Children under the age of 13 are required by law to wear a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket while underway. And regardless of age, wearing a life jacket is always a smart and potentially life-saving choice. Be courteous to others on the water. Keep a safe distance from fellow boaters, swimmers, paddlecrafts, and anyone else enjoying the water. Slow down near the shore, other vessel, or people in the water. Reduce your wake and avoid creating a dangerous situation. And ensure your boat is properly equipped and maintained. Please check your equipment, your lights, signals, fire extinguishers, and communication device. And always file float plans so others are aware of your location. As you enjoy your time in New Hampshire's lakes and rivers and the ocean, please remember, boat responsibly, stay alert, take your time, and avoid any unnecessary risks. Thank you and have an enjoyable summer.
Thank you, Lieutenant. We're incredibly fortunate to live in such a beautiful state, and obviously exploring the state is something that many of us do. And for more on that, we'd like to turn it to Captain Michael Eastman of the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department.
Good morning. The New Hampshire Fish and Game Law Enforcement Division is tasked with search and rescue within the woodlands of the state and under the waterways. With that said, as has been spoken today, make sure that when you head out on the waters of the state that you have a life jacket. It's a small piece of equipment that can save your life. We see it time and time again. Also consider that, as you've seen the weather we've had over the last few weeks, we haven't had a lot of warm weather, which means that the water has not warmed up. So consider that when we do have warm temperatures, air temperatures, that the water has not had a chance to warm up. So that contrast between body temperature and the water leads quickly to hypothermia. Currently, Lake Winnipesaukee is 54 degrees Fahrenheit, and the ocean behind us is about 55 degrees Fahrenheit. So just think about that before you head out. Heading inland, hiking, certainly some of the rainy weekends we've had has caused many of the brooks and stream crossings that cross many of our trails to become swollen, and when crossing those streams, take consideration that the water might be stronger as far as the current and deeper than it would have been before. Have a plan. If you're going to head out either hiking, OHRVing, boating, always have a plan. Tell someone that plan, and consider that you may have to be out there longer than you were considering, so be prepared when you head out. Also, do not rely on your cell phone. Certainly, if you tell somebody a plan, they know that you're overdue, that will help you, especially when you get into spots where cell phones aren't always the answer. Also, heading out and hiking, make sure that you buy a Hike Safe card at hikesafe.com. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Captain. And last but certainly not least, we have Director Mark Doyle of the Division of Emergency Services and Communications, commonly known as New Hampshire 911.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Tyler. The team at New Hampshire 911, as part of the larger group at the Department of Safety, is committed to rendering only the highest level and quality of service that the residents of the state of New Hampshire and the visitors to this great state not only expect but also deserve. With summer in full swing, New Hampshire welcomes an influx of visitors and experiences an uptick in recreational activities across the state. in light of this busy season, we want to remind both residents and visitors of the importance of being prepared. So while calling 911 can feel stressful, having a sense of what to expect can also make that experience less overwhelming. It's important to know that emergency responders may already know and be responding to your location while you are speaking to one of our telecommunicators. So staying calm and answering all of their questions as clearly as possible can make a huge difference. Emergencies can happen without warning, no matter where you are, and that's why sharing accurate location details is critical when calling New Hampshire 911. Taking note of your surroundings, especially street names, specific landmarks, and other descriptive details can help responders reach you much faster. 911 remains the go-to emergency number in this state. Ensuring help is always within reach, and if you're unable to speak, you can also text 911 in New Hampshire. And as always, as we like to say, call if you can, text if you can't. Our dedicated telecommunicators work tirelessly around the clock using advanced technology and experience training relative to being able to make sure that we quickly locate, connect, and communicate with people who are in an emergency to get them the help that they need as quickly and as expeditiously as possible. Thank you again, and enjoy the summer.
Thank you, Director. And we just once again want to thank all of our partner agencies for joining us here this morning, all the speakers here behind me. We also have members of the Hampton Fire Department here with us this morning, and also our Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. So we just want to say thank you for everyone's participation in this event today. And with that, we'll open it up to any questions. Nothing? All right, thanks all. Sure.
For the governor, perhaps Commissioner Quinn, thoughts about the No Kings protests that are going on across the state?
Sure. In regards to any protest, our New Hampshire Information and Analysis Unit will work with our federal partners, and we will monitor and respond appropriately. But we will be prepared.
Anything else? Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.